Everybody, we show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today we are going to talk about the complete patch notes for update 1.14 on Black Ops 4, which is now live, the Shamrock Awe, the Blackout updates, and so much more. So the newest patch is live on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with PC to follow. So the patch update is version 1.14 and is around 10 gigabytes in size on both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. If you are on PlayStation 4, do be aware of the copying files time. The download doesn't take that long, but the copying the files, whoo, that took forever. So the PlayStation 4, the new patch, brings the Shamrock Awe, the new Stockpile for multiplayer mode, and Hellcatraz Gauntlet. So hardcore mode in Blackout is out, and it's not exactly what you think it is, and we'll talk about it here in a bit, and much more. So check out the full details of the entire event. I'll leave the list below. But across all platforms, the update brings the Contraband Hurricane map and an updated version of the Contraband map with a hurricane theme. And then the spring map update for Blackout, host migration for zombies, and some league play improvements and more. So this is a message from Treyarch, and I quote, "Our next major game update during Operation Grand Heist begins today, along with our Shamrock Awe Event on PS4, delivering a ton of new content, features, and gameplay improvements across multiplayer, Blackout Zombies, and the World League Hub. Here's what's new in this week's update." So I'm just going to go ahead and start with Blackout because let's go. That's what you guys are here for anyway. So Blackout, it got a new springtime makeover, as you can see. So with this update, the new anticipated hardcore mode, a suite of new features and quality of life improvements and more, but thanks to the community and the overwhelming support of Hot Pursuit, they're keeping it in the mix the entire week with hardcore. But let's get a little bit more detailed. So the spring seasonal map update takes on an entirely new look for spring. It's more vibrant, it's more colorful, it's just bright. It feels nice. It included also just updated lighting in general. So new and improved greenery. It looks so good. The trees are also purple. It just feels like springtime, but there is no new areas, which everyone thought there was going to be, because we kind of did get teased with it when they said, spring map update and more. But besides the trees and the grass and the lighting and the sunset, that's basically the update for the map. But they also added hardcore mode. So you can drop in with absolutely no HUD minimap, no armor, vehicles, or zombies. Alright? So you have to figure out where the circle is by helicopters that fly above and will drop flares like fireworks, and you'll hear them, and that's where the circle has to be, and you have to make your way there without any vehicles. It's kind of crazy because you don't get any helicopters, you don't get any ATVs, you don't get any boats. So you'll need to keep your wits, man. You'll need to be confident in what you're doing in this game. It's definitely not easy. I played it for a while. Very, very not easy, but it is only squads. Sadly, it's not for solos. It is only squads. So let's talk about the Contraband stashes. So you can discover the new stashes in Blackout to get across to the latest weapons, including the Rampage Auto Shotgun, the Switchblade X9 Folding SMG, and the Cat 45 Auto Pistol. They also brought over the Muscle Car and the SUV into solos, duos, and squads. So the land vehicles made their debut in the Blackout playlist with this week's update, and you'll see that they're actually different from Hot Pursuit. The SUVs are just normal SUVs. They are not cop cars, and the Mustangs do not have the racing liveries all over them. They are just Mustangs of just different colors. It's pretty neat. I'm really happy they brought these over. We need more vehicles. It's just more fun. And then also operator weapons and purifier. So you'll also be able to find and wield a new class of weapons equipped with operator mods from multiplayer in Blackout with the new update, as well as Firebreak's Purifier, the flamethrower. If you're lucky enough to find it, that is. And then there's Weapon Inspect. Weapon inspection will be available by pressing left on the D-pad. And then holding left on the D-pad will still activate the callout menu. So if you just press it, that'll be a Weapon Inspect. I'm so glad they put that there. And then for gestures and callouts on the victory screen, you can now activate both the gestures and callouts during the victory, so you can celebrate your victory, man. I know I wanted it. I can do more than just my chicken now. And then there's the limited time mode stats. So with this update, and all limited time modes like category will now feed stats directly to the new limited time modes filter in the barracks. You know, like previous hot pursuit stats that you've played will also populate to that new stat filter. But let's also talk about multiplayer, like what came out with that. Like, it's pretty big. I would say Stockpile is the biggest one right now. It's Black Ops 3's fan favorite Fracture game mode. It returns with the new twist in Stockpile debuting on the PlayStation 4. So you collect and bank enemy tags, deposit them for points to score points for your team, and then you rack up the most points for the win. And then they have the Contraband hurricane as well. You know, the warming springtime weather, you know, has swept a tropical storm across the island map of Contraband. You know, it's free for all player starting this week. And then there's score streak tuning. The Thresher will no longer damage friendly players in modes with friendly fire enabled, and the Dart will no longer count toward team kill punishment in modes with friendly fire enabled as well. And then Casino, Hardpoint, and custom game fixes are now available in Hardpoint, alright? And custom game playlist for Black Ops Pass holders, in case you're wondering. So there's also a Prestige Master level 999 fix. So for those multiplayer diehards like myself, but no longer within multiplayer, who have already reached level 1000 Prestige Master, but haven't seen their rank update past level 999, a fix is live for you with yesterday's update. But I hope it feels good, grinders. If you get up that high, you deserve to show it off. And then the World League Hub. So, you know, thanks to the competitive community for all the feedback that they've gotten through Reddit, through all the different blogs and posts. You know, the numbers are in, and Treyarch has absolutely blown away. So since launching League Play and Black Ops 4 on all platforms, they've seen an exponential increase in player participation compared to Black Ops 2's League Play. So when they are making their second most popular multiplayer playlist behind Team Deathmatch as of last week. So Team Deathmatch number 1, League Play number 2, Hardcore TDM was number 3, Domination number 4, and Hardcore Domination number 5. What does that say when 2 hardcore lobbies are taking over for top games played? What does that say about time to kill, that everybody has to go to hardcore in order to, you know, have a little bit of fun? You know, League Play has constantly evolved behind the scene. You know, since launching just a few weeks ago. You know, I've had some fun with it, and thanks in large part to direct player feedback, they're excited to announce a new round of improvements kicking off, and that includes match quality penalty. So when a player quits with 4 or more players on their team, the player will now receive a new penalty in their ladder points, in addition to the standard match loss deduction, as quitting a match will also count as a loss. This is the first phase of penalties, and they are implementing more for quitters in League Play, with another round of, you know, refinements planned for the next major update as well. And then they have the daily bonus rollover. So you've heard the feedback on the daily bonus system. Namely, that's the initial version, which was most advantageous to players who could get in enough matches each day to earn the maximum number of bonus points. But to improve this, now your remaining daily bonus point pool will roll over day to day until the end of each League Play event, allowing all players to max out their bonus points at their own pace. And then the daily bonus has been reduced from 200 to 100 to better balance its impact on the overall ladder. And then there's now 12 custom classes. A League Play competitor will now have instant access to 12 classes in the World League Hub. This will allow all players to set a full suite of custom loadouts specifically for League Play rules without first prestiging multiple times in multiplayer. And then they have the top 5 ladder rewards. So players will now earn 4 gems for finishing in the top 5 of their division, with your rank now permanently reflecting your top 5 finishes with gold and silver treatments. This adds another important milestone for players to battle between top 10 and first place in the League Play event. And then they have the new first place reward. So players will now earn 5 gems for finishing in first place in each League Play event. It was previously 4. Alright, but they're going to be continuing to add improvements and features to League Play in future updates, including additional ranks. So please keep the feedback going. I know I keep my feedback with Blackout, so as long as other people keep their feedback out with, you know, League Play and multiplayer and zombies, everything can only get better, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Zombies did get an update. They got their Hellcatraz Gauntlet, so you can take on 30 rounds in the new challenge of as the premise crew in Hellcatraz, you know, the most exciting Zombies Gauntlet to date, according to Treyarch. And then host migration. Public matches will now automatically continue with a new host if the current host drops out of mid-game. Great update. And then Prestige Master fixes. They've fixed several key issues with the Prestige Master players and Zombies with the update, including XP inconsistencies and issues with properly displaying Prestige icons. And then, of course, they just have some stability and gameplay improvements. And the update delivers several crash fixes throughout the mode, as well as gameplay improvements across 9, Blood of the Dead, Classified, and Dead of the Night. But if you want to get some more and some of the fixes that they've done, basically you just have to Google. Alright? But guys, it's been fun. It's been a great update. Stay tuned for more. I upload every single day. I stream every single day. Guys, today is 100 days in a row of videos. It's your boy Carbon. Peace.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than